actually, we can kind of guess what we might see out of Titan because they got 5 body armors going into this one. On Fnatic's side, though, they do have a couple of smokes here, and even a diffuse
hasn't
kit.
that been like the go-to pistol strategy for Titan for quite some time now?
It feels
feels
like it.
They aren't being subtle. They aren't really trying to set up anything. They are just going for like the pure run and gun. It's like the old school Glock train. We're just going to run over you. And just like this, Pronax already taken down to 2 HP, and JW with his aggressive push, no, nothing working. He just gets completely overrun.
Yeah, that was actually a double play coming out of Fnatic. Pronax was meant to take all the attention away so that JW could sneak out of apartments. Pretty good idea, but not the way it worked out. Titan was set up and ready for it.
Man, and this is where you start seeing like the mind games. If this this could actually start to tilt Fnatic a little bit. Pronax in particular, he's like, oh my god, we're already struggling, and it's just a pistol round.
Yeah, it's existence. He's reading my mind. I've got the tinfoil hat on, and still somehow he gets in there. I can't stop it. Needs something more, maybe like a lead helmet entirely.
He's got like white noise pumped into like the surrounding atmosphere.
Speak of the devil, they just dodged it. Look how close Olofmeister's playing to the smoke, but there's not going to be anyone around it. It's going to be an A push coming out here, and they have a pretty good setup for it. Even if Pronax is low, this could... Oh, Crims, that's 1 bullet! Another headshot comes in, and Apex is down as a triple kill. And now RPK wants to find Flusher reloading in that corner. He's going to try for it. It's still a 2v2. 1 bullet left, and he's going to miss it as well. Where are the knives? He's stabbing him. Flusher gets the kill. Now it's all on Maniac. Another knife comes in. There is the double kill, Flusher. What a pistol round. That's how you start off the upper bracket. What on earth just happened?
I need to take a deep breath.
I really hope people stayed up for that one. That has to be the craziest pistol round of 2015.
Triple headshot for Cribs, double knife for Flesha. I think that's got to be a first in CSGO history, in like an official match.
Yeah, never seen anything ever like that.
Okay, everything that we were saying up to that point just goes out the window because Titan just got rocked or shanked, however you want to put it. Oh my god. And I mean, it wasn't a bad call either from Titan. Like they made a right call. Just gather up, group up, and run onto the A site. There's just no accounting for getting bullets to the face immediately.
No, they just lined up for Flusher or Crims there. That was incredible.
Okay, then.
You got to take a moment to just relax and really enjoy the fact that that just happened.
And then what's wild is that Fnatic, they don't mess around either. They go for 4 SMGs, double MP7 and MP9 and a UMP. And then it's only Flusher who's like pure. He goes straight to the M4 because he had 6,000 at the beginning of the round.
And look at JW. I mean, he took some damage, but he also spotted like 3 people in the apartment. So such a lot of information being given to the Swedish side here. And you're right, they're heavy on the SMG metagame, which we've really not seen a lot of when it's been NA versus EU. It seems like it's sort of back to the old style, but now it's European versus European, and with the SMGs are going to come out.
Yeah, now it's time to get wrecked, right? And Maniac already getting cut down by JW up on balcony. That was just pre-fire from JW. Olofmeister comes in and takes out Apex. They're attempting the wraparound, but this is actually a B play coming out here. Bomb is still alive on Kenny, and Existence is there as well, but they are kind of like split up at this point. They are going to get pinned down, and Olofmeister denies the plant. No, that's silly of me. Kenny actually gets the plant down just in the nick of time.
But, I mean, if Existence had actually got this kill off on Pronax, if he had managed to catch him, and Kenny would have stayed alive, it could have been kind of a fun 2v2. But in the end, I mean, bomb hunt's still pretty good for Titan, but it would have been even better if they could have got the last kill in and stayed alive.
But then they go for a quasi-buy again. They really are going to be putting quite a bit of money into this. Where is Kenny on the money right now? He's at 1850, so that doesn't make you think off anytime soon. Unless he can get unless he can get a kill here, and then he can probably just get up to it. But straight up run in there by Apex. He kind of just like threw himself in there, and Olofmeister going to be more than happy to get that frag. Nicely done there, pinning down JW. No escape for him, and that's a UMP now to work with for Titan.
The underhand flash throw in there from Pronax, pretty good style. But not going to catch anyone just yet. Grenade going to be too early as well. Titan waiting up in apartments. They really like doing that now, it seems.
Yeah, they get control of it. As Apex gets caught out in Banana early, so they're like, okay, we got to take control of other parts of the map here, take a bit of a fight. And JW really just getting completely caught off guard. But this is also something that Titan know, that the fact that Fnatic, is in particular with JW, they love to get into apartments. They love to lay traps down there.
So obviously we can tell they're sort of walking back into it here. Crims flashing himself in for a moment, but look at Titan. This could work really well. Now there is some backup coming here. from Olofmeister, but Crim's right at the edge. He's going to put in for the smoke. He gets a double kill, actually a triple. He shuts down that whole push, and it's just Existence left on the other side, trying to dodge around it. So a bit of a shame for Titan, really.
They need to give him the ace. They need to give Crims the ace. Let Crims take point. Oh, he was trying. They did. Fnatic, they let him try to get the ace, but it wasn't meant to be this time.
So 3-0 for the Fnatic team, and they only lose one person that round. So pretty important stuff for them. SMGs have given them decent money to start off with here. No AWP, in fact, on Titan, but there will be one on Olofmeister and one on JW. So we instantly skip right to the double or play, which is unusual on Inferno. Even for a team like Fnatic, that is strange.
It's like the double whammy of unusual as well, because one, it's your first strat, but then, yeah, double op on CT Inferno, also something we don't really see too often. So they really are trying to catch him off guard, and JW is going to scope right out into the waiting arms, but he still picks up one kill. So that's something going there. They could potentially pick up that AWP now, and Kenny could have it. And yeah, there you go. Perfect. A free AWP for Kenny. That more than makes up for the lack of money that they had going into this. And Apex just relentlessly hunting down Flusha.
Really cool stuff. And Kenny will go down, and Olofmeister and Pronax are left 2v3. Pronax being really, really far away in second mid. We'll try and time it for a second. So the bomb goes down, and I've mentally made a note of where he was, and we'll see how long it's going to take, because the time to run makes a big difference. Olofmeister, if he can get one quick opening pick here, they might try and go for a retake, but otherwise it's going to get really rough, and Existence not going to fight it. Olofmeister going to try and fall back again, and they should try and save as much as they can, but I'm not sure Existence is going to let them. No, smart play here from the Belgian leader. Very good style.
Yeah, cuts right back in there.
So I think he was around here. So let's say he runs straight up without checking any corners. It's still going to be 13 seconds before you're at the bomb. So, and then you need 5 seconds to defuse. That means you've got just, what, 10 seconds to find everyone, fight them, and kill them, and that's it. Otherwise, you're going to be out of time.
Yeah, it's not pretty. And Olaf, I mean, basically it's the fact that Titan had all those nades to work with as well. Fresh smoke on CT, fresh smoke on construction. What can Olaf really do, especially with an AWP? Really not the best weapon to be using.
I do love all of Pronax checking this corner with the Molotov. So it's something that I actually had a conversation with Pronax about just last week on Steam. I tried to tell him, why don't people, the concept of checking this corner with the Molotov, why isn't that applied to every other map and every other corner that you know someone might be holding at? Why don't you just take the same logic and sort of transfer it everywhere else? Yeah. And I mean, yeah, we had an interesting conversation on that topic. There's probably a lot of room to be spread out. We didn't talk about that corner, so Pronax is just, you know, obviously...
he's applying it.
Yeah, he's applying it. I'm not sure if it's the conversation that made him do it, but it was... I think it's worth looking at anyway.
It's fun because you already have like the two key ones, right? Like dark corner or noob corner right here over in mid, but also the one behind sandbags at top banana. Yeah. Those have become like the two major common ones, apart from the ones that are on B site, right? You know, like the burning ring of fire and whatnot.
Yeah, but just normal holding spots, either on T or CT side where you know someone might be standing. Go and clear them out with a Molotov. It's not a bad idea. This round, quick opening from RPK as he takes down Pronax, and that's going to leave Olofmeister and also Flusha alone at the bomb site. Good opening kill from Olofmeister, but he walks right into Kenny, who is scoped up on that corner. Flusha's going to get one kill, still got 18 bullets left, goes for Maniac, and Kenny will pick up a double instead. Crim's charging, he's really fast around this corner, but they don't go for the default part, so he's not going to be able to kill anyone, and that smoke is going to make it really rough. And where's JW? He could shoot through the box. Maniac, oh, I think now he realized. Maybe there was an opening.
Does he? No! Oh. And then Maniac just like peekaboo! Gets the kill. And then the wall bang in from Maniac. Maniac warming up here. And just have to remind you as well, you know, last week, Maniac, the best player at ESL as far as rating is concerned. That's kills, that's everything going together. So he had his best tournament ever essentially last week. We'll see if he can do that again. If he starts warming up like that now, a solid round from him.
And look at all this nonsense now. That's Titan winning 2 in a row once they pick up rifles. They could have definitely won the pistol round. That would have made... I mean, if they win the pistol round, that almost means that Titan at this point is 5-0. Yeah. So they are really playing well against Fnatic. And just to remind everyone, Fnatic is the best goddamn team in the world at playing Inferno. So this is really quite cool.
This is really just shapes everything. I mean, for how this could develop, because it doesn't look like it's going to get any easier here for Fnatic. What's worse is that this is all momentum going for Titan and confidence as well. JW, now is he going to get peeked out? There's actually 2 guys up here in apartments now. This is actually pretty wild. They could get wrapped around on. They have to be careful because there's Molotov going into bedroom to clear it out. JW does take out RPK, however, and there should be a second man here. Existence waiting around the corner. Does Olaf launch a check? Yes, he does, but that's not going to help. JW, good spray control, manages to take him out, and he gets a second one as well. That's Grimm's down. A third one. Is JW going to be able to win this battle? He's taking this fight. And just with the Glock, he's going to get chased back.
They got 2 AKs that they're going to try and make their way out of it. So it's actually a big win for Fnatic. They get 2 kills, steal 2 AKs. If they can really get away with this, that will be huge.
Considering they're all around like $2,000 right now.
Exactly. The money is definitely not looking cool at all. But it looks like Titan actually do want to try and find them.
This makes perfect sense for Titan because Titan actually have a bit of a bank to work with. Ooh. So there you go, a bit of a missed shot there on the Maniac. He's down to 12 HP, and JW just flashed blind. Existence finds him, so no joy here for Fnatic.
And these are exactly the sort of things that Fnatic normally tend to get away with. You know, they lose rounds, but they still get so much out of them. Titan denying them almost everything, and now the Swedes go for yeah, I mean, almost a bit of a force-up here, and lacking some head armor. They do have decent grenades, not real force-up, just skimping on some head armor. That's fine, that's not a big issue. But they're without the Molotovs, so if Titan force some of these grenades out a bit early, could be a problem for the CT side. Oh.
Straight up, straight up. Do they catch Kenny out? They're going for the shot through. Bit too predictable there, and Kenny gets dropped down to 39 HP. That is becoming such a predictable boost now once that smoke goes down to bottom banana that it's almost always worth it for a CT to just try and put some shots through that smoke. See if they can't get lucky.
What we've seen more and more is actually CTs jumping up on the wood stacks, and then you have a really clear view of who's out there and could probably get a kill on them. That was almost what happened then. So I think Kenny just managed to dart back around the corner. Still a very good idea. Pronax and JW, and JW is actually going to get smoked off here. That smoke is really, really useful. I mean, it seems like you're smoking yourself off, but if you want to get out of balcony, it's much safer to have a smoke, and you can throw flashbangs inside the smokes, so the people out here won't have a good chance to see that they're coming, but there's a big stack going on at this bomb site.
This is almost a Dignitas style approach to it, the way that Dignitas were recently playing Inferno. MSL, he just sits up there at mid and waits to see if anybody's going to peek, and then the timing is there, and they just continue to push forward. This is Olafmeister trying to do the best that he can, but he is just not getting anything done at all. And Crims, before he's even halfway through Speedway, turns around and heads back towards that B site. 4 players living through that push there for Titan. I mean, right now, Titan have everything going their way. And that's why you don't use burst.
Yeah, that burst fire is
so bad.
I'm still surprised when people get any kills with burst, even with Glock as well. I can't make it work.
Literally useless.
Oh, did he get dinked? It sounded like it. And Maniac is just hitting all the shots right here. Gonna pick up the last kill. So again, if Fnatic not just not winning the rounds, but not saving anything either, they're gonna have to eco once more. And Titan they're looking incredible right now. And I can't remember the last time anyone has treated Fnatic like this on this map. Sure, Fnatic actually have in the sort of recent past, the last 2 weeks, have had strange results on Inferno against a bunch of teams, but I mean, my opinion, still the best team in the world at playing Inferno.
Still thinking it is. It's the mind games. I think it's just because it's Titan. Like any other team, and Fnatic would be beasting them, but Titan. Oh.
Yeah, they got everything working.
That's an interesting little opening there because Titan have been starting to use that Molotov. That Molotov in particular, I was mentioned it earlier when we were casting Inferno before, but they will run Apex through that to get control and to get a step up on the CTs holding that angle. Nice headshot there onto Existence, but that's not going to change the fact that they do manage to trade frag actually. Kenny getting taken out, but Flush as well.
Ooh, Maniac. This is where it gets dangerous. If he gets picked off here and Olafmeister picks up the AK, he makes noise, and you could tell Maniac heard that. So Maniac has a huge upper hand right now. He knows exactly where Olafmeister is. And that means he can also call out the fact that the Crims is going to be over there. Maniac ready and waiting. He wanted to knife him, I think, but is gonna give him a pass this time.
Cutting it a bit close. Cutting it a bit close. But now we have the full money going up on Fnatic's side. Titan did get up to those 5 rounds, though. That's what's truly remarkable here. I mean, we're 9 rounds in, and Fnatic are lagging behind. And they've got their backs to the wall at this point because they cannot afford to give any more rounds to Titan. Titan excellent on CT side Inferno. So, well,
they've won 5 rounds in a row against Titan on Inferno, playing T side.
That's actually something to bring up, though, because I would like to say that Titan have been excellent on their CT side, but they've also been struggling quite a bit with their CT side, in particular due to communication in the recent past, right? Recent history, right? So I'm not entirely sure as to like how their Inferno is going to go, or if Pronax is going to be able to outthink it. It might literally just come down to Existence versus Pronax.
JW got shot down trying to jump up on the balcony. And they've got 3 people still over here with Crims holding. And look at that. Crims is so smart. He's jumping to look over the smoke that keeps going down so he can see them. And the timing, it fades and then it goes up immediately. Almost no overlap there. But if he spots people here, he's going to be able to shoot on over. They do try and grenade. Have they? They must have played in practice to realize that he might have been here. That is not the common place to hold, let's put it like that. Then the Molotov to buy even more time, but they are going to be running through, and I think Crims heard it. Tries to fall back. 35 seconds left now for Titan to make a play, and it's going to be for B. eSEA still picks up a kill in the middle. Crims has got to go huge playing on the back of the site here. 25 seconds, and Apex just walks in and crouches to get the kill. No issue at all. Nobody on Titan even dying just yet, although eSEA should have definitely died. 1 health left. How did Pronex not get that kill? This seems like Fnatic almost on tilt mode, which they never go on tilt.
No, they never go on tilt. This is really odd. One thing to bring up here, you know, talking about the Inferno statistics for Titan, is that they played the map 7 times in the last month and won 5 of those maps.
It's pretty decent.
They're looking really good right now. The key thing, it seems, is entry frags for them.
Oh, but now look at this. I mean, I like the fact that Fnatic are at least trying. I mean, they've got 4 grenades, so they are essentially just going to try and see if they can explode Titan down here, and Kenny is the main target, but he's still alive. Apex will go down, though, and look at this, working out good for Fnatic. They're getting some important kills right now, doing a lot of damage, but a return here on JW, and oh no!
eSEA kills eSEA?
Yeah, he was...
How did this happen?
Suicided.
Only eSEA can do this.
Where do you suicide on this map?
He must have naded himself. He must have tried to throw an HE or something and naded himself. That's unfortunate. Only eSEA is capable of killing eSEA, I guess. But they've done some serious damage. Unfortunately for them, Fnatic now, like, actually winning this round has become nigh impossible. Kenny is going to have that AWP. He can get into pit where he feels nice and safe. And yeah, RPK's got a position up in apartments, so they're not really going to be able to root them out. They are just going to decide to hold on to these AKs going into the next round. That's 7 rounds for Titan. That's a fantastic scoreline to have.
Yeah. Overwhelmingly good. I guess he did grenade himself down here.
That's awkward. Just
a
makes it
tiny
that
bit.
much better for Fnatic. And then the chickens come to feast.
Yeah. You never knew, did you? Oh, it's actually eating. Oh, we're going to have to catch the camera away from that. Can't film chicken eating the corpses. It's awful.
I always knew it. Valve chickens. They're actually carnivores.
They do need to get some revenge, right? They get slaughtered by the millions on this map. 7-3 leading into the 11th round, and Titan, that's 7 rounds in a row. Somebody tweeted me and explained to me the last time that Fnatic lost 7 rounds in a row playing CT side Inferno. I'm not sure that's happened this year at all.
Oh, that is a beautiful smoke.
Yeah, all the way back there, and you can see how quickly Fnatic has to follow up. Wait, that, oh yeah, it's so far back. You gotta wonder if Fnatic are gonna try and push behind it, if that's intentional. Look, if they tried to do the boost here, Titan, if they weren't ready for it, they get rocked by it. Grenade on in, decent damage onto Maniac. It could have maybe been a little bit more, but that's holding the terrorist line really far back.
And then you actually have some decent nades going out, tagging them up as well. Smoke goes down to block off mid, but that's perfectly fine because Titan do what they need to do in this situation, which is get control of apartments. Fnatic did not go for any kind of aggressive hold there, so right now everything kind of playing out the way it should for both teams based off of this opening.
Yeah, Titan are just waiting. That's worked for them so far. They're playing so slowly, and they still seem to get most of the openings here. Good return from Apex, and then the trading just keeps on happening. The bomb is still back in second mid, so Titan aren't even really committing to this. But look at how fast Crims is rotating out. Fnatic are so desperate, they're willing to just over-rotate, essentially, before they even see the bomb. And it might work this time.
This smoke going down, I mean, they can just, JW can just barely see through. Takes a lot of damage, though, but then Crims steps in and takes out eSEA somehow. Completely blind on that one. Plant is going to get faked. Maniac looking to see if he can't turn this into a 1v1. Trying to find the angle, and he's going to get caught out in the open. So no luck there, no joy for Maniac. It is going to be the first round in many that Fnatic actually managed to pick up. But you can already see, like, Fnatic right now, at least it's good that the rotators can come in and get the job done, because the guys who were initially holding on A, you know, Olafmeister, he takes that fight boiler, but then just he backs off and he's just caught out in the open. Like every time they're getting caught out in the open with how rapidly Titan are pushing in behind. Like once Titan commit, they're not stopping. Apex is right there on his heels and catches him completely out. And I think from there, everything kind of just basically spins out of control.
Oh, Crim's trying for the opening. They do good damage, and actually Kenny's going to burn alive. Crims comes up with another kill, but they still keep trading, and when you're trading evenly, they'll favor the terrorist side 9 times out of 10. So it's still a big issue here. 3v3. You got to wonder if Fnatic can come up with another win. They need all the rest of the rounds, and if they lose now, their economy will be entirely reset. They've got a little bit going on Crims, but everyone else is going to be too poor to buy. They might force up anyway, just because I think they can't really afford to lose too many rounds now, but they're in a really tough spot. Wow.
Nice nade onto Apex, though. That's near max damage right there. That hurts. And, well, now that bomb, I mean, it is going to be heading back. Flusha kind of deep on Speedway, though. He needs to start inching back towards Arch. Yeah. He's not sure. They don't have any eyes on mid. That's the issue here. So Fnatic are playing semi-blind. It's only Pronax who's got eyes down short, so in case Titan trying to push up through here, but then that's it. You know, the mid of the map is completely open, so Flusha actually has to play that far back because he doesn't know if he's getting flanked out through CT, if they're going for some kind of B split, because that could be the likely play, right? You make your way towards the site that should only have one defender.
One Molotov rains in here. Pronax still in the corner. The bomb has been planted all the way at the far edge of the map and the bomb site. I love this. Definitely so cool from Titan to try and pull something like that. The Flusha, grenade on in. They realize now they have to retake it. Fnatic, I don't think they've done many retakes from this particular angle. It's going to be so weird. One kill in on Apex. RPK with the return, and it's all going to end in a second as RPK picks up a double kill. And look at this bomb plant. You can actually plant it one step further out. You can actually get out on this side. But still, that's so weird. That's Titan essentially playing, like, inverting the bomb side almost. Quite cool.
Nearly. And then you wonder, I mean, Pronax, who was waiting in pit, you know, where is the peak, right? Where's the peak out onto Arch? It's just timing at that point.
Well, you can tell that Pronax is playing from a perspective of saying, I'm covering this angle and hoping that their goal is to try and get the bomb down somewhere here so I can sort of pick some people off.
But he did look Arch, that's the thing. He did look Arch, he did look long. So I think it's like literally timing at that point. That's like he just looks away as they walk around Arch and he's focusing on short.
Well, part of the problem was as well, even if you wanted to peek at the end, good kill from Olofmeister here.
2 kills so far.
They had a Molotov down towards pit, so it was really hard for him to even walk out once they were planting. It worked quite well for them, but timing definitely also playing a really big factor here.
It's all a series of, I mean, right now, basically, these are 2 good peaks for Fnatic, but it's almost too little too late at this point. Then again, Fnatic are a team that are capable of grinding it out regardless of the half, or regardless of the side that they're on, but this is going to be very difficult for them here. Titan still with a pretty big advantage. Although they are grouped up coming for this B site, they're going to be using the Molotovs. There's a smoke down on CT. JW falls back. Existence takes out Crims, but Olofmeister already the first headshot onto RPK. He's looking for a 3rd frag, and he's not quite going to find it. He gets overwhelmed, but then Fnatic JW rolls in. Just like destruction with the Deagle. Time to take a nap.
Well, such a violent pistol, isn't it? It sounds so
brutal.
Good. Yeah, very satisfying getting kills with that gun. Worked out great for Fnatic in this round. Very much needed round. They need to get the last 2, and you're right, you can never, ever rule Fnatic out of a match. No. They're such a mentally strong team as well. You really got to respect them for that. But it is going to be the second to last round of the half here. 14th round coming up. Titan, plenty of money. If they lose this round, though, might get a little bit tight. Maybe they're going to have to play the last round with limited funds, and Fnatic sort of get maybe not a free round, but an easier one.
All right. JW, he's trying to make his life hard for himself, and he actually hits that shot. Okay, then. So, I mean, right now, I think this is actually going to be the point where it struggles because, statistically speaking, I suppose, Titan, if they don't get that entry frag, their stats drop for the rounds to something like 20–25%. So it's really difficult now for Titan, or at least for them, to come back into a round if they've lost the entry.
Yeah, they need that counter kill at some point.
They need to bring it back to a 4-on-4. You had to give some space. But they still have a very healthy nade count. But, oh man, losing 2, that's really not going to help here. Kenny gone. Flusha just going for more. Takes out Apex. Knows there's a guy in Boiler, and he gets that one too. It's down to Maniac now, 1v3. And there's already a man in position on Arch. That's Olafmeister going for a bit of the flash to try and buy time to fall back on that site. And that should be baiting Maniac into the open, but Pronak's not going to hit that shot.
Maniac doesn't know this, but he can run right over here and put down the bomb, and they'd never realized. And Crims is going to go down Maniac. Is he going to make a run for it here?
Yeah, that's got to tell him everything he needs to know.
So what is the timing going to be like? It's about 28 seconds when he started running. It's going to take you 15 seconds to get there, which means if Olafmeister's in position, Maniac is almost entirely screwed. He has to, well, he's got the smoke actually. It's going to make a really big difference here. Now he could try and go for the plant immediately, and Olafmeister right on the other side. If he was a little bit closer, Olaf, then Maniac would have one chance to fake it, and that was basically it. Now he walks back out onto Banana again. Olafmeister missing him by just a second in the timing here, and Maniac looking for someone to come out of Banana, but not going to find anyone. He's got one Molotov, though. Could he buy the time with that?
And a flash as well. There's a shot on the Pronax, though. Pop flash out. Are they going to be able to get onto this bomb? Yes, they will, and this is it. Maniac has got this in the bag at this point.
Wow.
Perfect shots, perfect follow-up, the 1v2 clutch, and a total of 4 frags for Maniac, who is now top, or at least topping the scoreboard. Existence actually topping the frag board, so there you go. Existence, the monster. When it's versus Fnatic, anything is possible.
This is it's a real upset. I did not expect this.
This is just outrageous. I don't think anybody expected Titan to be coming in here and just demolishing Fnatic on the first half of this map, that's for sure.
This is a round where Fnatic got the 2 opening frags. Started off really well and ended up dropping it. Good headshot there from Pronax to take down Kenny, and there's flashbang in. Assist, no, sorry, there's Apex going down. So now it should be comfortable living. Fnatic don't really need to push, although they will, and JW is going to trade that one. But they can just play it safe here.
Really, yeah. I mean, what should happen, and that's what we're seeing now, basically everybody's going to come over here for Fnatic, or rather for Titan, top Banana. Maniac already on the other side of that smoke, and Crim's just going to work with that Deagle. Now life gets very interesting for RPK. He's going to flash his way through. Unfortunately, he catches some of that flash on himself, and Crim's is just calmly waiting on the other side to pick him off. Headshot there. And that's a 9-6 finish. Titan finishing with 9 rounds on their T side of Inferno. I mean, some people argue that this map is even more CT-sided than Nuke, so that's saying something.
I mean, I think what people are saying anyway is that if you like, you can lock it down. You can really just lock out the terrorist side. We've seen teams do that, but this is something entirely different. This is just an extremely well-prepared Titan team, making really good calls early on and getting an absurd amount of entry frags in the first half of that half.
I think that's it, yeah. Despite just an incredible, but that's the thing, it was incredible. It's like how rare is it to see, you know, 3 headshots like that and 2 knife kills in a pistol round. Yeah, they couldn't count on that, Fnatic. They need to get their heads in the game here. It's not miracle rounds that's going to get it done.
If Fnatic hadn't won that pistol, they would have had 3 rounds. It would have been 12-3 in favor of Titan. And they could have, I mean, that pistol round, by the way, if you missed it, if you tuned in since the pistol round.
Oh, I'm sure it's up on Reddit already.
Oh my god, you've missed out. Yeah, it's going to be on Reddit really soon. That was the most ridiculous pistol round of 2015.
It's not every day we get to see something like that. I mean, that's 2015, 2014 almost, man.
Yeah.
3 headshots clean from Crims where it's almost like mechanical, and then Flusha shanks 2 people in a pistol round on an official match.
That's so silly, isn't it?
I mean, that's why. That's crazy.
It's really not supposed to happen, is it? Well, we're waiting for the restart. Should be just about any second now. And we're going to be good to go. Starting the second half. So if you're just joining us, a big welcome here. The ESEA LAN Finals. It's the first day still, and it's the first map of this final best of 3 for the day. That's the upper bracket now. 2 European teams playing. And actually all the European teams are in the other bracket. Not to try and hop on that too much, but it's true. On the second half, you look at this, a slight difference with Pronax buying the 1 smoke, but otherwise it looks very similar. And that smoke is going to go all the way up middle. It's
the 1 smoke on Pronax, but also the Tech 9 on Olafmeister. This is like the signature now. It's the Olafmeister, guys. This is it. Now we get to see, is he going to get like a double, triple, quadruple kill? Anything's possible at this point, including Kenny S and Maniac getting 2 headshots.
And RPK helping out as well. They're trying to get out here. RPK will end up falling, and Maniac get a kill of Pronax, leaving Flusha alone. And losing this pistol round would be disastrous to Fnatic, but they will. Flusher getting caught here. Apex going to go down, and it was a Maniac who started off with 2 really big kills.
Is Shaguar here?
K-Sharps. Yeah, I don't think Shaguar's here.
Yeah, did you just hear that? Woo!
Yeah.
I'm just hearing Shaguar. What's up now? Sweet.
I mean, he's busy streaming poker on Twitch, isn't he?
All right.
I do wish we do need Shaguar at the LAN though. But
apparently he's supposed to stream CS:GO next Wednesday. I'm just saying.
I look forward to that. I need to see that. So actually, I was about to say that Maniac was in a very bad position for what was happening, because what it looked to me like is they were rushing up into apartments like this, and then Pronax obviously coming up from the middle after having thrown that smoke. He kind of walks up this way. So it looked to me like Maniac was actually going to be entirely sandwiched in. And what happened is that he's got the kill, and they broke right and ran right into RPK and everyone else. So Maniac got to stay alive and got another kill afterwards, and it just worked out great.
Then Olafmeister having like 0 impact, just got insta-gibbed as well, insta-headshot on him, so wasn't able to do anything with that Tech-9 Kevlar. I mean, just brutal. All things, like, just brutal. Titan, they say we don't need to get knife kills, we'll just get the headshots instead. So now it is going to be Titan. Double MP9 play for them. Apex getting instant headshot, though, around that corner, and he gets caught. No, it's Kenny S who gets caught. Apex still down on 6 HP.
Yeah.
A lot of damage dealt here by Fnatic early on.
And it's because he has no head armor. So that's why he took that crazy amount of damage. I actually think this is a really bad slip-up of Apex.
Yeah, I agree.
I can't agree with any CT that will buy no head armor in a round like this where you know you're going to be playing pistols.
Yeah.
It's a risk that is not worth taking.
Especially
ever.
when you're investing, even like if you have a FAMAS, it's just like if you're investing 2250 in a rifle,
yeah,
2250, 3200 in his case with that M4A1, like why not get the head armor? And if you can't afford it, well then just don't skimp, because now you've lost your gun.
Oh, big pickup from Maniac. Taking down JW was putting down the bomb, buying so much time. And they need that time because RPK was so far away. He's going to be much closer by the time the bomb is finally going to go down here. Crim's putting it up. Interesting stuff. Maniac to fall though. Good pickup from Pronax, who's now at a double. With the MP9 and RPK. Takes the 1 kill. Now charging in, looking for Crims, and it's not going to be enough. Great round from Pronax here. The Swedish captain picking up 3 heals and making it to 10-7.
He's back in the mix. He's back in the mix. And they are now. I mean, but that could be it right there. The fact that they managed to insta-give Kenny at the beginning, and Apex is on 6 HP, forcing him to play very passively, which means that Fnatic have space to apply pressure to the sites. They get up onto that site. They get a rapid plant. I mean, it all spins out of control from maybe just one slip or one, I guess, case of greed.
Yeah, I mean, I would rather see someone with armor and then a pistol than I would see them without armor and a FAMAS. It's such a huge risk in my opinion.
But the way that it goes, Fnatic actually have some control now. Titan don't have too much money, so they're going to be just kind of skimping a little bit. P250's picked up. A single CZ75 picked up on Apex, who has been just excelling with that pistol. Like him and RPK both are some of the strongest CZ75 players right now in the game, hands down. What they can do with these pistols is just ridiculous. So Apex feel perfectly fine the fact that he's gone ahead and invested in this because he can usually get a return on that investment. But look at Titan with the gamble right now. 4 players on B, and Fnatic are currently walking 3 guys up the top banana. Yeah,
and it's almost they're going to walk into one point where all the members of Titan could probably peak at the same time. And the best thing is, Existence has this one flashbang. So Maniac actually wins that fight against Olafmeister at the A bomb side, but this flashbang is going to be huge.
Oh, this could be big. Yeah, this could be just so much money right here. Existence, he's got it equipped. There goes the flash. Now do they get it? Everybody's flashed. Just full flash everywhere, and Apex gets nothing done. Instead, it's RPK, but then Pronax rolls in with the double kill with the MP7. Kenny and RPK must have lined up. Just an outright slaughter.
That should have worked so much better. That was a great idea from Titan. And Fnatic ended up fighting their way out of it. Pronax with a double and a triple now. He's really, really trying to carry his team through this one. Still, great setup from Titan, but didn't work. And credits to Fnatic for not all just falling in that bomb site. And Titan have to eco one more time.
Well, it looked to me like half of Titan, unfortunately, got flashed as well.
Yeah, maybe.
And so they walked up, but, you know, like when half of the guys that you don't want to be flashed are flashed, you know, Fnatic all of a sudden they have a second to get up there and catch a breath. And then it just turns into rifles versus pistols. So maybe just a little bit of a mistake there in communication and timing with Titan, but that wasn't pretty.
No, it definitely wasn't. Okay. That took them an unreasonable amount of time to get up on this box.
Whoa, double boost. That's not something you see very often.
No, and you know what you wish you could? You wish you could boost up on this and look over, but you can't.
Because that would be totally balanced.
Yeah, there's a skybox here, so I tested it because what I thought you could do is I thought you could stand on this box and then scout jump over. It would be hilarious, but it's not going to happen.
No.
Like, that would be funny.
Can you imagine how broken that would be?
I can see MBK, you know.
Yeah, like having a field day with that. Sure, Chris J as well, man. He would just love it. Dear Gaben, thank you so much for breaking Inferno for me.
Yeah. Because I spent also a lot of time on Inferno, testing weird things. And when I had the idea occur to me, I thought, this is going to be great. And then, it turned out you couldn't, but.
Well, the bomb has been planted over on that A site for Fnatic. Things going very swimmingly here for them. And now it's going to be that CZ75 in RPK's hands. So no luck for Apex last round, no joy. We'll see if RPK is any better. Apex with the P250 up close in Arch. But Fnatic, I mean, having taken so little damage, they could practically all stack up in pit if they wanted to and just live through this blast.
Yeah, they could. Apex going to be walking in. Timing's pretty good. There was just someone there. And he misses all those shots, which is a little bit weird.
They're making the mad dash. They're making the mad dash. There's RPK. He gets one. Not going to get a second. It's the victory bell.
It is the victory bell.
Is that an omen?
You don't want to jinx it, but we've talked about it before.
All right, so
I think I've explained my ultimate strat on this map, haven't I? Where all practice games, you shoot the bell, and then you execute one strat. That's the same strat every time. So over time, you condition your enemies to know that that bell means, okay, the strat is coming. Maybe they don't think about it, but over time, subconsciously, it's like Pavlov's dogs.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's like Pavlov, okay.
They can't stop it, right? And then it comes to the LAN match, the final game, you shoot the bell and you do something else, and they have no choice. They have to lose. I don't know if that's really going to work, but that's my plan.
That would be, yeah, the wild mind games if it did actually work.
Yeah. This is the meta. This is going to be the meta game 2017. So we're just really far ahead here. Well, they're going to be running through to Banana. Great opening frag here, and RPK actually picks up one, and this is a great defense being put up. Existence, he's playing out of his mind at the moment. Still top fragging in this game, and also doing all the in-game leading and actually outthinking Pronax. It's quite a lot that he's got going on for him here.
Well, Olafmeister managed to step in and take out Apex. This hasn't been Apex's map in particular. He's been struggling, it seems, somewhat. 1v3 scenario, no bomb for him to work with. Existence actually willingly giving up Banana at this point, which is very interesting, actually. They're like, okay, we don't need you to kind of walk up and get any kind of free kill. What we'll do is we'll just kind of fall back, hold these positions, and wait for you to come to us. We'll play the clock instead. So just wisdom out there for Titan. And you know who you just made really happy, like the happiest kid, happier than a kid on Christmas who just got everything off of his Santa wish list?
What is it?
Thorin.
Oh yeah? What did I say?
Totally outthinking Pronax right now.
I do want to make Thorin happy. I feel like it's been too long since I've been at the same event as Thorin has.
I know, man. I miss him already too.
It's really it's cool. It's great to witness this happening. My theory all along has been that Titan need another 2 months to really sort of hit the high note here, but they seem incredibly well prepared to play Fnatic. And we did discuss earlier. We said, well, how much time has either of these teams going to put in? How much time would they put into counter-stratting the NA teams? Probably not that much. If you're Titan, the one team you are going to want to try and beat this tournament is Fnatic. It's the one team that you have to put in so much time in.
Who was I talking with? I think I was actually talking with Pronax. I was like, yo, so what do you think about Cloud9? He's like, which ones are those? And I was like, are you being serious right now? He's like, oh yeah, that's the team with nothing. They're good. They're good.
That's classic Pronax. Oh yeah, I can imagine his smile when he says it as well.
Yeah. He's got that little grin going. I'm like, yeah, you're trolling me, bro. I get it.
Oh, that is funny. Yeah, people give the Fnatic guys such a hard time all the time, but they're actually incredibly funny and friendly, so people need to relax a bit sometimes. RPK waiting down in yellow, and there's going to be a bunch of people coming in here very soon, including the Molotovs. So set the world on fire. I love it. Try and just burn it all out here. Existence still holding in the corner, and He's not tagged up. He's on top of the smoke as well there. Oh, he's shooting his teammate. Don't do that. RPK picking up a kill, and then Pronax to fall. Apex actually coming in with a double. It wasn't even Existence just yet. They're going to come around Flowers, but they're out of time. 5 seconds left here. And Existence and Apex to clean it up. Great round from Apex with the triple there. And Titan crushing Fnatic in spite of a very set execute that has worked very often for Fnatic.
And it's the second time that Fnatic have decided to run through the smoke, and it's just gone completely backwards for them. Like, just not what they had in mind at all. Bottom of banana, top of banana doesn't really seem like, you know, maybe they're allergic to bananas because it just doesn't work at all for them. They break out in hives, Fnatic, and just start convulsing on the ground while Existence kicks their heads in. Like, this is a real problem. 12-9. There's going to be 13-9 here unless Fnatic can just work some kind of marvelous magic here. It's really not looking good for the Swedes.
No, and this is, I mean, it's supposed to be their really good map. I think the second map's Cash, isn't it? And then it's Dust 2 as the last one, which actually is a really good map lineup for Titan. Like, all these maps work out pretty well for them.
Yeah, they do have a very similar pool.
Maniac using that pixel spot to see, but there's already someone down in pit with him, but he's getting help. They're not even getting close here. Apex, RPK and Kenny just helping him out. That could have been lethal if they could have got around this corner and taken out Apex or Maniac, but he just had insane backup. 13-9. This is just a huge surprise.
Yeah, like yeah.
I was worried coming into this that we could have seen an upper bracket match here with Fnatic steamrolling Titan 2-0. You know, good old Fnatic days. But this is not what we're seeing.
Not at all. That's the thing. I mean, it's again coming down to the mind games, and also I think like this personal juju that's like going on between Existence and Pronax. Pronax versus Existence, he just can't seem to make it work. Whereas like he'll just demolish any other team on the planet. Like this one team. And it's so interesting how you have these teams that are not of the same caliber as like the super top, but then in some cases they're able to just find the weakness of that opponent and exploit it.
Like when Hellraisers kept beating NiP.
Yeah.
In different tournaments. Even though Hellraisers was obviously not as good as NIP, though. Look at this Existence bringing back the cart smoke here, and Flusha saw it. He realized what that was and still couldn't find the right angle. It doesn't work quite as well as it did when the smokes were really, really weird, but it's still pretty effective.
Well, that's what's really wild about it as well. It's just the fact that now that's a trick that we've seen Titan use so often. Existence, he's used it several LANs now, and yet still people get caught by it. So really, really off-putting. It's almost as if you see that smoke now, you should just be putting shots through to the cart.
I think that's what Flusha wanted to do. He just didn't have quite the right angle. Kenny ready to support if anything happens. Pronax trying to take a couple of shots, but Maniac's also up here. This is such a strong defense from Titan. I don't see him losing it. Maniac sprays 1, then 2, then jumps down and fights Olofmeister. They're going to end up winning that fight as well. 14-9. Fnatic look hopeless on this map. Yeah, they're lost.
They just look lost. They're getting picked off. They're losing the entries, and then when it comes down to the push, they're going in one at a time and just getting shredded. And now look, I mean, Fnatic, no bomb plant in several rounds now, so they just don't have any bonus money to work with. They can't keep buying rifles if they want full nades. So we see two guys skimping here. Flusha going for the deagle, Crims with the Tech 9, just so they can have a full set of nades to work with. Now, what's the answer? I mean, they're going to put one guy through banana. No, he decides to back off, kind of dancing on the edge there. So it isn't going to be that kind of aggressive push, even though, I mean, it could have worked potentially.
Oh, look at this. They're going to run through the smoke here, and there's going to be a Molotov waiting. Might do a little bit of damage. Apex might get overrun, and he's going to actually just get the one kill in. They almost lined up for Kenny. CSET 75. The draw speed just a little bit too slow this time around. So 3v3 Maniac going to win that fight. And now in CT spawn Existence to pick up 1. And JW will kill him. Now it's a 1v2. Plenty of time for JW to play with here, but he has to win this round. Otherwise, it's going to be a map point for Titan here. And walking into it, he probably should guess where Maniac is here. Now he definitely knows.
Oh, the timing. Steps back around the corner just as the man peeks by. And well, now life gets a little bit tricky here for JW. I think he wants to try and get this bomb plant down while the smoke is here, but he really needs to turn this into a 1v1.
And Maniac's already moved out of the pit. He's actually really close here. And JW is not realizing right around the box, and he's going to end up going down. Smart play from Maniac. 15-9. He's Maniac currently, 21 and 21 for Existence. They're all playing really well. This is going to pose a huge problem to the HLTV community, because now who's going to be minus, minus who? It used to be minus Mania existence for the longest time. You're going to have to find someone else now.
If you say minus, if you see minus Kenny, it's like, just minds implode.
I don't think, if I see minus Kenny, it's going to be upsetting.
Oh, I mean, it's like for the past few LANs, he hasn't been putting up those legendary numbers that we all came to expect from him.
Well, maybe we can turn to Fnatic and figure out who's going to be have to be, removed from the team here. It's always something, right?
I'm still waiting. I think it could get pretty entertaining here. 3 smokes, and Fnatic still not able to commit anywhere, really. It's been just a trade of bullets, but no kills coming through. So Fnatic just been struggling mightily to have those entry frags to work with, and they just have not been getting them on this T side at all. It's either been run through smoke and die, or just get picked off one by one. They really have not had many opportunities to shine here so far, the Swedes.
No, it's been really rough. Did they lose 7 or 8 rounds in a row on the CT side? It was, I think, 7-3 at some point, and they just they lost 7 in a row.
No, well, Titan have won 5 in a row. And this is just looking like more of the same. Kenny and Apex already starting off strong. This is going to be the A push, but Kenny picking off Crims, and it's just going to be JW now. Once again, all by his lonesome. Takes out Maniac, sauvé d'honneur. But past that, 1v4, what can he do? He's going to get caught out by Apex, and what a game. What a game here.